Welcome Viper mains to another map guide, and this time around we are going to be going over Valorant's new map, Sunset. In this guide we will cover molly lineups for post plant, molly lineups for executing site takes, and smoke orb lineups that will win you your next game on Sunset. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and join my Discord server if you want to learn more Viper tips, tricks, and secrets. And I'll shut up now, so let's get into the ultimate Viper guide for Sunset. Alright guys, let's get straight into it. We're going to start off with the A Viper lineups for post plant. So let's plant right here and I'll show you the first lineup. We're going to run all the way back, all the way towards lobby. And for this one, we're going to go inside tiles. We're going to make sure no one is flanking us from mid. Stand right next to these gloves in this corner right here, next to this plank. And then you're going to aim your HUD right here. And there's going to be a little corner piece right there in the middle. So that's where you're going to want to aim your HUD. Just like this. Shoot your molly. And it goes all the way, boom, here. Lands perfect. You can plant right there, there. All those good spots. And now another good spot to plant is like right here, I guess. More of a close out in the open. Can't really get seen from the alleyway, so we're gonna plant right there. Do the same thing, run all the way back. And for these next two, we're gonna stand on this little trash can, little trash bag next to the door right here in the lobby for your trash molly lineups. So stand right there, and for this one, you're gonna wanna aim your HUD piece right here on the top right corner of the bottom triangle of the lantern. So, just like this. Shoot the molly. Boom, perfect. Alright, and for the third molly lineup on A site, we're going to plant right here in this corner, right next to this box, so right around here. The good thing about this plant is even if they don't die from the molly, you'll be able to wall bang this box. Makes it nice. It is wall bangable. So same thing. We're gonna run all the way back here, next to the little garbage bag. And for this one, you're gonna want to aim your HUD on the top right corner of the yellow rectangle on the lantern. So just like this. Shoot your molly lineup. Boom, lands perfectly there. And even if you plant here, honestly, you could probably still get people with it. Alright, and now that we've finished the A lineups, let's talk about the B lineups. We're going to do one for right here and for on the stairs. So for the front of this pillar right here, we're going to plant right there. Run all the way back through main onto these plants right here. So stand on top of the plants. And I like to aim my HUD piece right here in this corner. So, like that. Little diamond above your molly HUD. And shoot the molly. This one lands perfectly on it for an easy molly lineup kill. And now, say we go plant stairs. We're going to plant on those stairs right there. Run all the way back again. And this time, instead of standing on the plants, we're going to stand right here next to this donation box on this door in this corner. And where this T is, you're going to want to aim your HUD by your health bar right over it. So just like that. Shoot the molly. Lands perfectly right on it. Awesome lineup. And now that we have our post-plant molly lineups for both A site and B site, let's talk about the orb and wall plays that we can do, as well as some snake bites to go along with them as well. So one of the main A setups I like to do is I like to stand right here under this basketball, or on the left side of it, have my orb, and line up my HUD on the middle bar of this basket. Just like this. Throw the orb, and it lands right here on Heaven. Or Link, whatever you like to call it. So after we throw our orb over there by the A link, I like to back up a little bit, just right around here. And I aim my HUD right in between this rock and this vent, so my crosshair is in this window, and it lands perfectly on the orb and anyone standing in this corner. Just like this. Throw your molly, and it lands perfectly. You pop your orb. They're not coming through anytime soon, and your team is taking the A site. For the default A wall, you're going to stand right on top of the garbage bag as usual. And just throw your wall going all the way from main to the alleyway. It will go all the way, even though it's kind of not cut off there, but it will go all the way through the map. Pop your wall, and this covers right here, over here, and the alleyway. And now let's say your team is pushing up, and you know someone always fights A main from over here. You can pop your wall, throw your molly at the top of this roof. It bounces right there, so they cannot push you unless they take a lot of damage. It's really good to hold them off so you guys can secure this orb and then fight who's ever elbow. Now, if they're not really contesting right here A main, you can throw your wall a little deeper to cover the link and alley. So you can just walk up here for free. Come to tiles and throw your wall like so. Make sure it covers all of link and the alleyway. And then when you pop your wall, it should look like this. Now that we have our A attacking setup done, let's talk about B attacking. So it's a lot like Breeze in a sense, where you have this sort of square or almost pyramid-like on the site. So you're going to want to cut it in half. So what I like to do is stand under this lantern, throw my wall all the way like this, so it cuts it off in half. And it should look like this. It'll cover the market area and right over here on site. And to combo with that wall, you're going to want to stay in the same spot, take out your orb, and aim your crosshair right here. There's like a little faint line, but under this gray bar right here on this line, you should be able to see it. Do a jump throw. It'll land on the stairs. You pop your wall, and it gives you a lot of cover. With this orb, you can use that molly lineup I showed earlier. So you pop your orb, and it lands right there on the bomb. So a nice little bonus orb you can do is before the barrier drops, you can stand right here in this corner. And there will be a wooden box on this wall right here. And in this corner, you want to put your diamond on the HUD. Right here. Just like this. And then when the barrier drops, just normally throw it. It'll land, you can pop it, and it covers right here, top mid. Now when we're playing defense on A site, there's a few walls you can try. One is for just completely taking over elbow control like this. Having a wall set up like this is really good. Teams like to take elbow control, and if they do, a lot of the times they can hold the post plant pretty well. And then if you want to combo with this wall right here, you can cover right here in the lobby by main. just aim your crosshair right here when you throw your orb, and then when the barrier drops, just normally throw. You can pop your orb, take a main control. And then for post plant, if they do take elbow control and A, you can hold them off site with this wall as well. Another smoke orb you can do on A defense to get control of main is standing right here in this corner. Aim your crosshair right under here. Throw your orb normally. It lands on top here. And you can pop this one way and they're stuck in the water. One of the walls I prefer is coming over here in elbow before the round starts and throwing my wall all the way towards main, tiles, and mid. This is a more of a general wall if you're just the only controller playing ranked. So you can throw your wall like this. This will give you control over here, tiles, and bottom mid. Now if you're playing Viper on B site, your team is probably a really bad comp because you should have some Cypher trips here. But if you are playing B defense, trying to switch it up, I would say use a more strategic and aggressive wall like this. I like to stand all the way in this corner, right by the entrance, and throw my wall all the way across towards that donation bin in the lobby. And you can get really aggressive with this wall. It blocks it off, blocks off the orb. It blocks off a lot of their entrances into this area, which is kind of tough for them in the B main. They need to be able to walk through multiple walls, and by doing that, they're going to be taking some vulnerability damage. It also gives you some space to walk behind here or in that corner. Another pretty basic wall you can do is standing right here in market and throw your wall all the way from this corner all the way through mid, tiles, and A main. So you're helping kind of all of this side while you're playing B site, and then you can just throw your orb right here just to stop them from coming out. So this will cover all the points rather than you just playing really aggressive on one site. It's pretty easy for them to take space with this wall though, so I don't recommend it that much unless they just can't figure out how to play around it. And those were the walls that I could show you for defense. Hope you guys enjoyed my Sunset guide. If you have any other cool setups, lineups, one-ways, or more, join my Discord server and share them with us. Don't forget to subscribe and check out my other map guides as well. Have an amazing day.